All right, these next examples are actually going to involve a combination of product rule and quotient rule. And of course, as you see, it states here, it says rewrite before differentiating. Sometimes just doing a simple step of rewriting your function can actually make taking the derivative a lot easier. Of course, when you first look at this, you see the fraction, you're thinking quotient rule, which is fine. Quotient rule will definitely work for you anytime that you have a fraction. But if all that you have is actually just a number in the denominator, I would suggest that you definitely rethink or think about rewriting it. So like in this case, you could pull this out and make this 1/6 times x squared minus 5x. And by doing this, you actually wouldn't have to deal with quotient rule at all. And you're not even going to have to deal with product rule, because you might think, well, now I've got a product. I do have a product, but this would actually fall under that constant multiple rule that we learned in the previous section. Whereas if you have, like if what you have being multiplied is just a constant, then you can just do the derivative of this, and that derivative will just be multiplied by 1/6. So for this one, I'm going to have my 1/6, and then just take the derivative here, which you are allowed with the subtraction or addition to take the derivative individually of those terms. So this would just be 2x minus, and then the derivative of 5x would just be 5. So this would be your derivative. If you distributed the 6 back, like if you wanted to make this 2x minus 5 over 6, I mean, that would be fine. Either one of those answers would be good. But by just doing a little bitty step there, rewriting, I got to avoid not only quotient rule, but also I didn't have to do product rule. Okay, next one. Again, we're thinking about rewriting here. And again, you can definitely do quotient rule here. It will end up simplifying, working out to be exactly the same thing. But what I would do for this one, I would actually pull out the 7/8. But then this, I would need to move to the numerator, which instead of literally writing it on the top, you can write it to the side and it'd be the same thing. But in moving it from my denominator, that's going to cause my exponent to change to be a -3 exponent. But looking at it this way, all that you have to do is just your power rule. So dy dx, or y prime. So again, this is that constant multiple rule that I just talked about a while ago. You just have to do 7/8 times and then take the derivative here using your power rule. So this would be -3 times x to 1 less power. You do need to go ahead and multiply the 7/8 times the -3, and of course rewrite this so you have a positive exponent. So we would have -21 over 8, but then you would want to bring this to the denominator so that your final answer has it written with a positive exponent. So this would be your correct answer here. So again, you're avoiding your quotient rule in that case. Okay, next.